So, I get a lot of questions about my split tongue. I guess probably because, it's pretty interesting looking, and I'd say probably my most interesting body modification. So, this is the story of my split tongue. It started back in 2001, really. That's when I got my first body modification ever. I got a piercing. I got my tongue pierced. Got it done in, I think it was July of 2001, and I stretched it pretty quickly. By the time October rolled around, I'd already gone up to 4 gauge. I got it to 0 gauge by, I think, the end of the year, and I think by the time I had my first birthday for my tongue piercing, it was 0 gauge, and then over the course of the next year I think I got it up to 000, and it stayed there for a couple years. 2006 rolls around and I decide I want to get it split. I'm tired of having a big piece of metal in my tongue. That right there was my last tongue barbell, so you can see in size comparison to my pinky finger, it's pretty much the same thickness. So yeah, there you go. I was tired of having that in my mouth. I would take it out to eat. I would usually take it out to sleep. So I was like, if I keep having to take it out all the time, then why have it in? So I didn't want to just let my tongue close up because I spent so much money on jewelry and time and stretching. I wanted to have something to show for it. So I split my tongue. That's what I did. And so I did that in March 2006 in San Francisco. I'm going to leave places and names out because I don't know exactly how legal the procedure was. But as far as I'm concerned, it's my body. I'm going to do what I want with it, and no one can stop me or prohibit me from doing so because I own me and no one else does. So I did that in 2006. I don't have any documentation of it, unfortunately. Someone did shoot like a cell phone video of the procedure, but I never got a copy of it. So I don't have anything to show for it in terms of, the actual procedure. But how it happened, obviously took out my tongue piercing, and I just wanted the person to cut it from the point of my piercing out. They did not cut it any further back. I kind of wish that I had now. I'm considering maybe in the future getting it split further back, but then there's more regrowth associated with that, and I don't know. It's just I'm still contemplating going further. Pretty happy with how far it is right now. So I mean, I have a split tongue. It's not very big, but it's a split tongue. So basically, it was done in 3 incisions. They used a scalpel. It was, very professionally done. Everybody was wearing latex gloves. All the tools that were used were basically opened up in front of me. The scalpel was opened up from a package, completely sterile, one-time use only. Very professional. So, anyways, it was done in 3 incisions. First from the hole up and out. Not all the way through the tongue, though. The second from the bottom outwards, and then the third one went behind that and completely split my tongue. The first 2 incisions really weren't that bad. The last cut where it completely split my tongue through the tip, that I felt definitely. That was probably the most painful part of the entire process. I didn't use any anesthetic. You just use your mind to push the pain out, kind of. And that was it. Then I bled. I bled a really long time, half hour. I kept just putting gauze in my tongue and taking it out and replacing it. Just let it bleed. When you perform a tongue split, you're cutting through you're cutting through veins. You're cutting through some major veins, but not like arteries or anything like that. It is a dangerous procedure, but if the person who's performing it is experienced, then there's not going to be any problems. And the person who did my tongue split has been doing body modification for over 15 years. I think almost 20 now, actually. So anyways, he's professional. Yeah, and then as far as the pain afterwards was concerned, it was really sore. It was hard to eat in the first couple days. I just had to eat soft foods, and kind of spoon it into my mouth and put it like more on the side. I didn't just like push it in, because I tried to keep food out of the split. Just tried to keep it clean. It scabbed, and it was really weird because it was this like thick white scab. It was really strange, and it fell off eventually. I don't think I ate any of it, but if I did, it's me, so who cares? After about 2 weeks, I was completely normal in terms of speech, and even the next day I went to work, and nobody could tell I had anything done. I didn't tell a lot of people, obviously, because it's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, it really wasn't that bad. So that's how it went, and I'm very glad I did it. It was probably one of the best decisions I made in my life, I think. It's fun. I can do neat things with it. I can blow 2 bubbles of bubble gum at the same time. If you want to watch my other videos, I have a video of it, so check it out. Yeah, that's the story of my split tongue. So that was just over 4 years ago, and I'm really glad I did it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. For those of you thinking about it, really, make sure it's something you want. I wanted it for years. I was stretching my tongue in anticipation of eventually splitting it, but I didn't know when I would get to that point. But it was a far-off goal for me years ago. So, anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Talk to you later.